Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Going within, wisdom from the beyond is the womb for Buddhas. The moment drop merges in the ocean, you cannot locate the drop, you cannot find it, because now it does not exist in separation from the ocean. When you do not exist in separation from the whole, only then Prajna Paramita, wisdom from the beyond, arises in you. A wisdom that is perfect, a wisdom that is holy, a wisdom that is from the beyond. आते हैं ये मज़ामी ख़याल में गैब से, गालिब नवाए शरोज़ शरीर खामा है. The sound that you hear with the pen on the paper is the sound of that angel that speaks through me. When you do not exist in separation from the whole, there arises Prajna Paramita, the wisdom that is perfect, holy, wisdom from the beyond. My homage, my salutation, my greetings is to this wisdom, the lovely, the holy. It's a beautiful invocation. It says, my homage is to that wisdom which comes to you when you move into the beyond, the dimensionless dimension. It is lovely, it is holy. Holy because you have become one with it. You have become whole with it. That's why it is holy. It is lovely because the ego that created all kinds of ugliness in your life is no more. It is holy because you have become one with it. It is lovely because ego is not there. Ego that has created all kinds of ugliness in your life. Then comes the three faces: Satyam, truth, Shivam, eternal, and Sundaram, beauty. It is true, it is good, it is beautiful. These are the three doors to enter the existence, or three qualities. Homage to the perfection of wisdom, truth. Indeed, that is what truth is. The perfection of wisdom, the lovely, the beautiful, the holy, the good. Why is it called holy? It is holy because it is feminine in nature. Out of this, Buddhas are born. It is the womb for Buddhas. You become a Buddha the moment you partake of this perfection of wisdom. You become a Buddha when the dewdrop disappears in the ocean. It is no more separate. It is no more struggling against the existence. It is no more struggling against the whole. It is surrendered, is with the whole, no more against it. That is why my emphasis is to be with nature, never against it, never try to overcome it, never try to conquer it, never try to defeat it. If you try to defeat it, you are doomed to fail, because part cannot defeat the whole. That is what everyone is trying to do. That is why there is so much frustration, because everybody seems to be a failure, trying to conquer the whole, trying to conquer the existence, trying to push the flow of the river. Naturally, you become tired one day, exhausted. You have very limited source of energy. The river is vast. One day it takes you, but you give in, you give up out of frustration. If you can give in joyfully, only then it becomes a surrender. A joyful giving in becomes surrender. Then there will be no more defeat. It is victory. You win only with God. If you are against, there is no victory. And remember, God is not trying to defeat you in any way. Your defeat is self-generated. Your frustration is self-generated. You are defeated because you fight. You are frustrated because you fight. You want to be defeated. Fight. If you want to win, surrender. Surrender is the only way to win. This is paradox. And those who are ready to give in, surrender, becomes winners. The losers are the only winners in this game. Try to win, and your defeat is absolutely certain. It is only a question of time when it is certainly going to happen. It is holy because you are one with the whole. You are holy because you are one with the whole. You throb with it, you dance with it, you sing with it. You are a leaf in the wind. The leaf simply dances with the wind. It has no will of its own. That is why this sutra is called holy. The Sanskrit word for holy is Bhagavati, not Bhagwan. Bhagavati is feminine in nature. It is even more important to understand than the word holy, because the word holy may carry to some extent Christian connotation to it. Bhagavati is feminine for Bhagwan. First, this sutra does not use the word Bhagwan. It uses Bhagavati, the feminine, because the source of all the energy is feminine, not masculine. It is yin, not yang. It is mother, not father. Christian concept of God is father, and it's not so beautiful. It's ugly. It's a male ego. The male ego cannot think that God can be she or feminine. Male ego wants God to be masculine, he. And you see the whole Christian Trinity, the Father, Son and the Holy Ghost are masculine. Woman is not included there. God the Father, Christ the Son and the Holy Ghost. It is a male club. And remember well that feminine is far more fundamental in life than man, because only woman has a womb, it can give birth. Only woman can give birth to life, to new life. Life comes through the feminine. It does come only through the feminine. It is not just accidental. It comes through the feminine because only the feminine can allow it to come. Because the feminine is repetitive. The feminine is receptive. Feminine energy is receptive and masculine energy is aggressive. Feminine can receive, absorb, can become passage. Look at the earth. It's ready to absorb the raindrops when the clouds release the water from its womb. The sutra uses the word Bhagavati, not Bhagwan. It is of immense importance. The feminine, the perfect wisdom out of Buddhas are born is feminine element of mother. A feminine element of mother. The womb has to be feminine, mother. Once you think of God as Father, you do not seem to understand what is going on. Father is an unnatural institution. Fatherhood does not exist in nature. Fatherhood has existed only a few thousand of years. It is a human institution. The mother exists everywhere. It is natural. Father comes into the world because of the private property. Father is part of economics. The child recognizes the mother first. Then it is through the mother the child comes to know about father and all other relations. Father is part of economics, not of nature. And once private property disappears, if it ever disappears, the father will disappear. Mother will remain there always and always. We cannot conceive of a world without mother we can conceive of a world without Father very easily. And the very idea is aggressive. Have you not watched? It is only Germans who call their country as fatherland. Every other country calls itself motherland. Motherland is okay. By calling your country fatherhood, you are starting something dangerous. You are putting something dangerous on foot. Sooner or later the aggression will come. The seed is there. All the religions have thought God as Father and have been very aggressive in their nature. Christianity is aggressive, so is Islam. And you know perfectly well that Jewish God is very angry and arrogant one. And the Jewish God declares, if you are not for me, then you are against me and I will destroy you. And I am a very jealous God. Only worship me. People who have thought of God as mother have been non-violent people. Buddhists have never fought a single war in the name of religion. They have never tried to convert a single human being by any force, unlike Christianity and Islam. They have not converted anyone by force, by coercion, or whatever sort. Mohammedans have tried to convert people with sword, and in most of the cases against their will, against their conscience, against their consciousness. Christians have tried to manipulate people to become Christians in all sorts of ways. Sometimes through swords, other times through bread, sometimes through persuasion. Buddhism is the only religion that has not converted a single man, single human being against his will. It's non-violent religion because concept of ultimate reality is feminine. The concept of ultimate reality is feminine. That is why homage to the perfection of wisdom, the lovely, the holy. And remember, truth is beautiful. Truth is beauty because it is benediction. Truth cannot be ugly, and all that is ugly cannot be true. Ugliness, illusion. Ugliness is illusion. When you see an ugly person, don't be deceived by his ugliness. Search a little deeper and you will find beauty hidden deep within. Never be deceived by ugliness. Ugliness is your interpretation. Life is beautiful. Truth is beautiful. Existence is beautiful. It knows no ugliness. And it is lovely. It is feminine. It is holy. And remember, what is meant by holy is not what is ordinarily understood by the word. This word is from the beyond, as if it is sacred against mundane and profane. All is holy. There is nothing which can be called mundane or profane. All is sacred because all is suffused with oneness. There are Buddhas and Buddhas. Buddha tree, Buddha trees, Buddha dogs, Buddha words, Buddha men and Buddha women, all are Buddhas. All are on the way. No man exists in the ruins. Man is God in the making, on the way. The sutras continue. Until we meet again, we will take the second sutra. Avalokita, the holy Lord of Buddha, Bodhisattva, was moving in the deep course of the wisdom which has gone beyond. He looked down from the high. He beheld but 5 heaps, and he saw that in their own being they were empty. We will continue this in subsequent session. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day.